Art is more than just paint on a canvas. It can convey emotion, imagination, and even beauty. For artist Amy Keller Rempp, her paintings convey just that and so much more.
I started painting when I was about 3 years old, and I started playing with finger paint. And then when I was a little bit older, like the kindergarten age, I started drawing a lot of dinosaurs and unicorns, and it kind of took off from there. About age 10, I was painting wolves and deer and using my little water paint set, and it just evolved into acrylics. And once I got to that point, it was probably in my early teens, I stayed there. I really enjoy working with acrylics. And wildlife, always a pleasure to paint, just really connect with nature and wildlife, so just natural. Moving to Alberta in 2009, I really grew to expand in what I was focusing on for painting. The wildlife changed, like the big animals out here in the Rockies and the beautiful sky and the beautiful northern lights, like it just changed all the way. So I thought, this is the opportunity to kind of grow as an artist and evolve and really take it to the next level. As a child, I unfortunately had to grow up with a disabled father who was suffering from multiple sclerosis. And I was about 7 when he got really sick and had to stop working, but he had been diagnosed with it even before I was born. So, living in a family with 2 siblings, both being girls, myself, in the country, we had to work pretty hard to renovate our house and help my mom keep the roof over our heads. So I spent a lot of time in my room painting, and that was kind of like this release of stress and therapy. And unfortunately, my dad died, it'll be 11 years ago this month, at the age of 48. I was 21 at the time, and my whole world was turned upside down. But through those years of suffering, I knew that was a gift from God helping me through. And I knew I wanted to use that skill and that talent to turn around and give back to people who may also be suffering the same life that I was living. So it's just a natural understanding, and I just felt from a very young age that this was what I was meant to do in this life. It's kind of my purpose to share, and the creativity just naturally flows, is put on canvas, and I can express to people exactly what I feel and see in this amazing world we live in. I'm one of these, I guess, different kind of artists. I like to challenge myself often, and I've seen how it's evolved and changed over the years. As a younger person, I started out always trying to achieve the effect of realism and lifelike in a painting with animals, and the animals being so mysterious and spiritual to me. As my grandfather was Mohawk Indian, and I grew up respecting nature in a different way, so it's kind of a magical thing for me. My piece, someone else's, it really depends on the person. Some people just naturally gravitate to it, but I put my heart and soul into every piece that I do, and I believe people feel that, so they're happy with them.
To learn more about Amy's spiritual journey, visit amykeller.com. For Go, I'm Craig Momney.